The time for codding is long gone. Alright, Mad Merrigan coming at you Friday morning. Right, a load of racing today. Bamboozled trying to find winners. Right, but before I move on to that, I got some news. We are changing the name of the channel. So pretty much, I won't bullshit you. 𝗏𝗏 Sports, I like the name. I went with the vibe. But I had another name in the background that I really liked. And after doing some space searches on the internet, we found a couple of companies with 𝗏𝗏 and things like that. So I don't want to be clashing with them companies. So what I've decided to do is I've gone to the original name that we liked, which is Coldbeer Sports. We are a sports media company and a sports tipping company. We're going to start off covering 4 sports with the hopes to expand to about 10 sports. So really exciting stuff. And yeah, I just didn't want to be clashing on internet space with other similar names because we plan on taking this global. So stay tuned for all the fun media side coming as well. Right, let me just get that right though. 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. definitely by tonight. 𝗏𝗏 Sports will be under Coldbeer Sports on YouTube, so make sure and check it out and stay following and all that. And have I got some good news for ye, so stay tuned. The website launch is coming and trust me, you're gonna like the news I have for ye, all my loyal followers. Right, let's move on for a minute. I'm going to run through my selections today. I have a good few because there's loads of racing, and then I will see kind of if I can nail down one for the bet of the day. Right, so let's go. We'll just start as they're written. I'm not going to go by time. So this is a tracker horse of mine, Pistoletto, or however you pronounce him, Pistoletto, 420 at Chester. This is a son of Galileo. Really nice horse. Took him a while to learn how to race, and I put him into my tracker after watching him running in Sandown one day. He then came out and won in Salisbury, which I really knew he was a good thing that day. But when I track horses, sometimes I track them for the immediate future, that they have immediate upside or they have long-term upside. And I just think this is a horse that I kind of gave more to the long-term side, that he would improve with time and racing. So I'm not going to desert him now. Although elysian flame is in this same race at Chester, and it's a tough race, and elysian flame is unexposed on the flat as well. But I can't desert my horse now, and I'm going to stick with him. So the Roger Varian trained son of Galileo, Pistoletto, in the 420 at Chester, around the 7-2 mark. The track mightn't play to his best advantages, but he's probably going to finish up by far the highest rated horse at the end of this season out of all the runners in the race, you'd be thinking. So keep an eye on him. Right, move on. The 120 at Ascot. Let's pronounce this right. 𝗲𝗏. Let's go with 𝗲𝗏. In the 120 at Ascot, around the 5-2 mark, this looks a decent stayer by Nathaniel. It has definitely dropped down in class from its last few runs. It's been highly tried in tough handicaps, so I'm willing to give it a chance that there's still some upside. It's definitely a weaker race than it's used to contesting since it won a stylish victory in air. So definitely worth a chance. 5-2, probably strong chance today. Right, move on then to the 5 o'clock in Nottingham. Amazing Dreaming, or Amazonian Dream, whatever it's called, superstar globe-trotting jockey David Egan in the plate. So absolutely what a time David's having. Winners all over the world, and yeah, brilliant stuff. Winning the Saudi Cup and yeah, going to Dubai then and taking down the big turf race as well. Right, let's move on. 6-4, big chance. It ran in Newbury. It was on fancied. He was a big price in Newbury on debut. He's speedily bred, nice type, and this is one today that should be winning with natural progression from the first run. Okay, in the 6:30 then at Nottingham, More Johanna, or however you pronounce it. This is a horse that I've been tracking, and I said to myself, she's a filly by 𝗪𝗏, or however you pronounce it. But anyway, listen, she's been campaigned over shorter trips. She's stepping up to 1.25 miles. She's from a family of umpteen winners at the middle distance bracket, so keep an eye on her today. She's 6:30 in Nottingham. She's around 11-2, and I'm expecting a big performance. If not today, certainly in the near future this season, over middle distance. Shawnee Davis in the saddle. Boy, this kid can ride. I seen him riding the other day. He had 2 rides for 𝗬𝗏 up in, where was it, Beverly, and I don't know how the Gosson came out of it without a winner. He just couldn't get his horse up in the first race through no fault of his own. He lifted him and just couldn't get him there. And then the next race he gave another horse a peach just to be ran down in the final furlong. So absolutely unbelievable jockey, and I really took note of him the other day as one of the very best over in England, I'd say. Really, really good. So that's Sean Davis, maybe a jockey to keep on side. Right, let's move on from there. Now, another young jockey, Wesley Joyce, the talented, likeable young Wesley, the horseman. Right, 7-10 Costman. I'm just going to give him an each way support. I like the jockey. I'll be following his career, so he's getting a valuable £7 off. The horse, it's a trappy race, but look, I'm supporting the jockey and I'm giving him an each way chance. Cosman, so take it as you want, but I like young Wes to get a few winners this year, especially when you have your claim, and he rode a great race to bag his first winner in Sligo the other night. Right, let's move on from there to another claimer, Saffie Osborne, riding for none other than Fergal O'Brien. What a year Fergal O'Brien racing has had. So now he heads to Chester with Elm Valley. So this horse was rock solid over hurdles. He had a really good time for Fergal. I think he might have been 3rd as well in the Cheltenham Festival. It definitely was bang there, 3rd or 4th. 5-2. It looks like it could be well handicapped on the flat. Obviously it's a different discipline, but the way Fergal's horses have been running all year, I wouldn't be surprised if this horse could win this race in a dominant fashion. So really, really interesting. The 450 at Chester, Elm Valley and Saffie Osborne getting a valuable £5 off. Right, one more horse in the 1 o'clock at Market Raising. I'm only tipping this horse up, excuse me, because I think it is a very big price. 8-1 Red Orca. So now look, he's one of these nearly horses. I followed him, I really liked him, but he's just a nearly horse, never really gets it done. But Red Orca, Theo Gillard at 8-1, he's definitely a cracking each way bet at 8-1. So I'm just going to leave it there, the 1 o'clock Market Raising. So I'm going to nail down probably for my bet of the day. Look, I'll take a chance on the More Johanna in the 6:30 at Nottingham. It's a horse, it's a filly I had in the tracker. She's stepping up in trip with, for me, Sean Davis, one of the top riders in England. So definitely a young lad that getting on some good horses can probably shine at any level. So I'm going to give him a big shout, and it's 11-2. So that's my bet of the day each way, stepping up in trip. Now, one more selection for ye. The money man rang me last night. He said he had a big fancy in the Chester Cup, but he said, didn't know the story. He said he was waiting on the call. I said, well, get back to me when you get the call. He hasn't come back to me yet. You know who he is. He's our festival tipster. He tipped up the winner of the Punchestown Gold Cup. So he's going to be ringing me in a while, and I'm going to get him to put his selection in the description before the first race. So make sure and come back, check out that description in the video. He will be in there, money man, with his Chester Cup tip. So I said, look, I've no strong angle on it. He said, don't worry, Mad Merrigan, I got you covered. I'm in the know here today, and he's gonna give me a shout. So look out for the money man in the description before the first race today. He'll update once he gets the call, once he's happy, once he knows they're ready to go. We'll put it in the description for you. All right, thanks for the support. Remember, this is Mad Merrigan. This is Triple M Sports today, but from tonight we are Coldbeer Sports. Make sure, tune in, remember to save that in, and yeah, from about 8 p.m. tonight, Coldbeer Sports. That'll be us. We'll still be tipping winners, and we'll have a nice cool beer when the old pubs open up. All right, take care, God bless. The time for codding is over.